Gauteng ActionSA Chairperson Funzi Ngobeni says he expects the Joburg Mayor Kabelo Gwamanda and the Speaker Margaret Arnolds to resign for the new city leadership to be formed in the city of Johannesburg. Yesterday, the party confirmed that it will be working with the ANC to help choose the Metro's new leadership. Ngobeni says one of the main things they will call for is for the council to do away with the recently introduced 200 Rand surge charge for prepaid electricity. For more on this, let's now speak to Jama-ah's leader, Ganief Hendricks, who's also, of course, the Deputy Minister for Social Development. Deputy Minister, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. Of course, speaking to you in your capacity as the leader of Jama-ah. Is it true that Kabelo Gwamanda will be resigning as the mayor of the city of Johannesburg by the start of August?
No, that is wishful thinking by ActionSA. There's toenadering now because, as you know, that they are in the dock. There's a commission led by a judge while Herman Masaba was the mayor. And he's going to answer to the question, why did they establish a rogue unit to conduct unlawful investigations on councillors and the procurement of a grabber? And as you know, this grabber was bought from Israel, and only the president can approve such purchases. So he is about to be called to give evidence in front of the Commission of Inquiry, 5 senior advocates and a judge. And so they are jittery now and doing everything to try and grab the speaker. You know, they bought a grabber, now they want to grab a speaker post. They want a chair of chairs, and they want impact, so that, they can get out of this dilemma. So that's a sudden U-turn. With regard to the 200 surcharge, Jama-ah is not very happy with that surcharge, but the mayor told us that he had to approve it because it was submitted by Dada Marero, who's in charge of finances, who ActionSA now want to replace with him. And so that's a contradiction that they don't want him to continue to be mayor because of the surcharge, but they put in place a person who actually introduced the surcharge and managed to persuade all the mayoral committee members to vote for it and the council to vote for it because of the numbers. So that is a contradiction. So I'm meeting with the ANC this morning at 10 o'clock. No structure of the ANC has made any decisions. No structure of the ANC has asked on Gwamanda to resign. As you know, we were asked, but a delegation led by Jeff Radebe came to us, told us, you're the only political party the ANC can trust. Soon after that, Lesufi at the memorial service of a former speaker, came to us and said, please, Jama-ah, will you take the lead? We are in a fix in the city of Joburg. We've done our job for 16 months. When the first mayor, there were issues. They said, please appoint another mayor. You're the only trusted party. And so we have done well. 2 clean audits, 3 power stations, 100 successful IDP projects over 6 months.
Sure.
It will take decades to clean up the mess that was caused by the ANC, the DA, and ActionSA. We gave a state of a city address where Gwamanda outlined all his achievements. It was thumbs up. Even the media praised him for a change and praised Jama-ah for a change. And we were very thrilled. So now we're in this situation where I'm having breakfast with Gwamanda very soon, in the next hour, to find out, face-to-face, if he's given any undertakings. No one of the ANC has spoken to him, at the different levels. And as you know, the ANC, before a mayor is elected, it must be approved by the regional structure, the provincial structure, the national structure, the Big 7, National Working Committee, NEC. So they take appointments very seriously. And it has not, the starting gun has not even been shot. It's individuals who feel insecure. They're insecure that the ANC will lose their 5 MEC positions, that the 100 staffers, the senior staffers, may be changed. They've got factions and they bring in another faction and so on. So that is the scenario we are facing, and I've been dispatched by my party to come to Joburg. I'm here now, and we are going to resolve it. And whatever outcome is going to be between Al Jama-ah and the ANC, it will strengthen our relationships. And if they ask
Yeah.
us, thank you very much, you did a job well done. They already told us. Even the EFF told us we're doing a good job, and even Gator McKenzie, can you believe it?
Okay.
they tell us,
So Herman Mashaba speaks about a meeting that took place. Herman Mashaba talks about a meeting that took place between himself as well as the ANC. As he puts it, is that I called them to my house where they then had this conversation that would then, I guess, eventually lead to Kabelo Gwamanda resigning, or there will be a motion of no confidence in Kabelo Gwamanda.
Yeah, I prefer a motion of no confidence so that the people can speak. So he called a few ANC members to his house. I think he had cigars and stuff there for them, and they chatted. But no structure of the ANC has met and took a decision. It was individuals who feel insecure. It was the Dada Marero campaign people that he called. Since the ANC took the decision not to appoint him, but to appoint Gwamanda, he's been throwing his toys out of the cot. He even put the president on the red carpet. And they desperately want that position. And now that the city is stabilizing, we're getting things right. We did an audit of the inner city 2 weeks ago. I sent out a team, and the city was clean. But the vendors mess it up after 2 hours.
All right, let me ask you this. What happens if the ANC then says, and I'm also asking this on the basis of a Mail and Guardian report from last week where they're quoting a source which said that the ANC REC had met and, quote, 90% of the REC want him to be the mayor. This is now in reference to Dada Marero. What happens if the ANC puts that on the table before Al Jama-ah? Will you accept that?
Look, Al Jama-ah and Malema agrees with me that the party with the most seats must form government. And the Joburg structure of the ANC were pushing for Dada Marero. They were overturned by all the other structures. And they had a position from day one that Al Jama-ah took up the mayor parlor 16 months ago. They've consistently fought for Dada Marero. They continue to do so. So I'm not surprised that they may have taken that position. I've been told by the secretary that they haven't met in a formal meeting to discuss this.
Sure, but my question is, if that proposal is put in front of Al Jama-ah, what happens? What's your response to it? That Kabelo Gwamanda must resign, Dada Marero becomes the new mayor.
That proposal will not be put to Al Jama-ah. It will be put to the provincial structure, it will be put to the national structure of the ANC, and then the Premier will approach Al Jama-ah and discuss with us. It hasn't reached that level yet. So when the Premier comes to us and he tells me, thank you very much, you did a bad job or a good job, we're going to, we don't need your services anymore to take the lead. We don't need a trusted partner. We will move on, and that was the reason of the relationship. That, and it was an opportunity for me to give 2 kids from Soweto and members of the party experience in government, and we really appreciate that, and we thank the ANC for that. We now have that experience. And for us, it is we are redeployed, and we didn't want to be the mayor. I needed my 2 important councillors to campaign, but I released them for the sake of the resident of Joburg.
If the proposal then comes from the chairperson of the ANC in Gauteng, and you do accept that particular proposal, that won't have an impact on your allegiance and membership to the GNU, and you still keep your position as the deputy minister. Is that correct?
No, it will strengthen our relationship, because it will show that Al Jama-ah remains a trusted party. When the ANC or any political party with roots in the liberation movement approach us, we always try to accommodate it. Over the last 10 years in so many matters. We assisted the ANC in Escort, in Harding, in Ngobeni, and now in Joburg. And in other areas, when they no longer needed assistance, we just moved on. So in this case, we will just move on.
Thank you so much for your time. Ganief Hendricks there is the leader of Jama-ah. So ActionSA expecting that Kabelo Gwamanda would be resigning as the mayor. But as you heard there from Ganief Hendricks, no meeting has taken place as yet. They are meeting, though, with the ANC later on this morning.